Hello, my name is Paññā. I'm here to acknowledge your frequency, to alter your consciousness, to heighten your minds above from these deprivations, ascending to this lesser realm here on earth. Now, we must investigate the situation that we're in now and know that if you're not feeling well, if you're not sick, there's differences, right? If you're sick, go ahead, wear a mask. But if you're not sick, if you're a healthy person, there's no need for you to wear a mask. The ideology of this nature is not natural. Or is it? Think about this, because when you breathe in the same old mask, you could potentially get sick just from wearing a mask, and you may feel weary when wearing a mask prolonged period of time. This can cause physiological restriction of your breathing if you're not aware of this, and can cause psychological damage, which correspond to fear. So you should discern wisely, intelligently, and flow with love without wasting our resources of nature. The world is ever changing. The universe is in flux, in a state of entropy. Life is a series orchestrated through a set of natural laws that govern life on earth, which we call karma. Once we understand this law, we will have a better understanding of how lives work. Once we understand how lives work, we can make lives work for us instead of against us. A lot of the world today has been taken by the consuming of the dark and misinformations, ill informations left by the propaganda with negativities to even see the surface of the agendas that are streaming in the media. Once a state is attained, and with that attainment, there's no turning back with understanding and cultivating of love and kindness. These hills come through making our inner world primary purpose, that is self-love. The more you love yourself, dynamically equates to more love for life. Within inner work or meditations, if you like, gain inner peace for a world, inner world, as well as the outside world of ours and earth we call our home. We can imagine this best case scenario and shift the world to a new paradigm in its new age. In my 36th year, now I have experienced much with loss, unfairness, loneliness, lots of contemplations, lots of hurts, pains, and sufferings, and I hope we all can breathe better now, live better, transcend about these deprivations, be kind to each others, and have respect for one another's. This is why I stay positive as possible and be the person that I am with content and peace of mind to abide how people perceive you or me. And this is also to the one that's feeling lonely right now as well. You have to abide the wrong of others, of how they perceive you. Be it enigma, be it outcast, or be it saying no one understand you or no one feel you. It's all right. We could relate to that. I could relate to that. It's okay. Don't expect anyone or everyone to understand you. You rather have them not understand you instead of misunderstood. As they will understand from they can only understand you from the level of their perceptions. So there will be some individual out there, right, that will understand you. Will experience the same thing as you do, as I do by nature. Once it's being discovered, your true nature, you are liberated. There has to be more to life. When I used to question myself that too. I was like, there has to be more to life than this. So that's what I asked myself. I used to have fun when I was young in my adolescence. But that was then. When I hit the tender age of 20, 21, 20, just before I turned 22, doing some self-discovery. So I was completely with discontentment, with life, and seek out for the answer, only to realize it's within me, it's within us. So our life and And if you're able to be receptive, to the present now, here and now, trust our essence of the nature, you'll be fine. Beginning on the new year, as you can recall, I stated that this year is going to be bright, just like my eyesight, 2020, right? So immerse in yourself with your sensory perceptions. Use your ingenuity to realize your innate freedom. Now, this question started up from the universe of love. How is one life less than another? And it doesn't even matter the pigment of your skin color. Why is that you think one life is less? This is why my statement was all life matters. This is equalities. Yes, Black Lives Matters. And it's being broadcast and shine forth. Again, Black Lives Matters. I'm here to set tone for our human race. Can be animal race too, with clear understanding of pureness, with love and kindness, an open heart, open mind, clear heart, clear mind, open heart, clear mind. But I'm not gonna go there this time. This is for us human race. This is for our mind. This is for our emotional well-beings. This is for physical well-being, for our body, our spiritual and mental conditions. Synergy is when the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. We are here all doing our parts the best we can, and I'm grateful. I believe we all have gratitude for the blessing that we had, and the worst injustice has brought to the surface, and the light is out to show. And being a part of the humanity, there are many activism, spiritual healers that are doing their parts, and laymen, laywomen, they're all doing their thing the best we can. And all of us are doing it very well and contributing with a big heart that you should be proud of and serve in whatever way you can with faith and hope. This will turn out a new world justice. Collectively, each of us has done it well. We did it. It's ascending as well as love. This is an outstanding and magnificent time to see what was behind the hidden agendas and unpleasant, ethical, inhuman behavior taking another life. And now has brought into justice. More is coming to light, so the crooked can now have his back straightened to walk right. Metaphorically speaking, you also need to see what is divine. We are divine beings, but you have to see, open your eyes with awareness to see what is dividing us, humanity. We are being divided. You have to recognize this. Recognize this. I have been post video the past few days for peace and happiness, justice, meditations. It's a universal phenomenon. Practice it. I will explain more about that some other time, not now. But I will give you a brief micro dose of it, of this spectacular, wonderful phenomenon that was discovered. Amazing. I will tell you, when sober, it's simply being heedful, calmness, mindfulness of breathing most of the time, right? Observing your mind and viewing to learn from the world from all walks of life, from the sages of the past that I admire, the new ages of poet and philosopher, those futurists. They're amazing. Thank you guys. And now, when practice meditations, it's always good to cultivate love and kindness. Your heart grow found for the joy of life. I will repeat that again. I will reiterate that. When you have love and kindness, you will find the joy of life in and of itself. Let's talk about law and order right now. As the law, the enforcements, they should practice moral, ingrained in the mind. to memorize, to have virtuous conducts. The moral is a common denominator of the universe doctrine. I will list 3, 2 are the same, but it will do for the law enforcement that they should recite daily to have it ingrained in the mind. Just put your palm together in the middle of the chest, because it's powerful positions like this, because it's close to your heart. And with your mind, it's going to be heart and your mind coherence. So let's recite this. I refrain from killing. I will abstain from taking lives. Third one is going to be, may I have love and kindness towards all beings. I will reiterate this one more time. May I abstain from killing. May I refrain from taking lives. May I have love and kindness towards all beings. This here has sustainable manners. This will give the sense impression to hold back from doing any harm now and in the future to come. We understand the nature of our own self. As human, we have karma, and we have lived lives, not just this lifetime, but after, and the karmic cause and effect, which cycle to a beautiful destination or not, depend on your actions. So not just human have karma, animals too, but I will talk about that in a different video. All right, so with practicing love and kindness, right, towards all beings, we can have harmony and make these dreams that we dreamt now a reality, which fulfill peace, love, and harmony. We raise our consciousness and understanding our life, that we are nature. When you see that clearly, which I have seen it back when I was about 21 through meditation, seeing clearly that it's phenomenal. It's just like pretty shocking, and at the same time, it's like you get to see your own self. You are the nature. I mean, when you see clearly, because if you haven't yet awakened from yourself, from the sleep of ignorance, you know, the Maya is an illusion in the samsara, the cycle of birth, round and round, which is taking birth, reincarnation, right? So this is a phenomenal experience to have lived and meditate, a thing that we do and explore ourselves with, which is fascinating, you know, and it's fascinating in and of itself. When one comes to grasp and have understanding, knowing that this body is not ours, I am not this is not myself, then will you awaken your new point of view, new perspective, with open heart, with love in your heart, with a clear mind, and understanding that life is precious, life is daring, life is precious. All life is under the sky, above the earth. That was the yin and yang, it's balance, life, circle of life, going around yin and yang, which is wonderful. That's balance, that's well poised, that is equilibrium. Notice that life is precious. I know I reiterate that, but I would like to state that again, because as we here on earth, we run, we walk, we crawl, and then there's death in the end of our life. However, we can die sooner in a good way. Death of the ego. Now, how related we are to the tree, expecting the tree to walk, that was a funny insight for an imaginary, right, image that we have using our imagination as we can see it. We can, however, move with our feet still on the ground, or momentary jump up in the air to be in space, or some are really thinking about going to space, which in fact, we are all in space. Space is all around us. This discovery, see clearly with the mind eyes, just saw things clearly of our life force. It's phenomenal. It was in amazement. It's amazing. 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 We still connect with the earth, or so we think. Think about this. something to think about is, when was the last time you walked barefoot on earth to connect with Mother Earth or touch? In the water, just get enough, swimming. Earth, grounded, right? Put your foot on Mother Earth. It would benefit you. Something to think about. I know when I lost touch with her, working long hours, but I still managed to find intermediate solitude. This is having time for oneself, for rejuvenate, mind, body, spirits, or for self-reflections, or simply observing the surrounding areas of beautiful and wonder of the word itself. Knowing that life we have is a blessing, and yet it's also temporary. So enjoy yourself. Love yourself and love others. Share it. So what is bothering you? What's bothering you is that because you have no knowledge of your own beings, like nature. When you understand your true nature, when you understand true nature, our nature, it's blissful, there's bliss. Did I say blissful? Yes. Follow your bliss. Thank you.